Now, if you've done your own appraisal with an appraiser that you chose from your area, you will have some information to combat a faulty appraisal of the bank's appraiser. Now, I'll tell you what I do. I take that appraisal and I meet the bank's appraiser at the property. And pretty much every single time the appraiser will say, especially if he's not from the area, do you know of any comparable sales recently? And I say, well, as a matter of fact, I do. And I take out the appraisal and I show him the 3 properties that the local appraiser picked up. Whenever I've done that, the bank's appraiser has come in at almost exactly the same price. So, if you want to avoid the deal being killed by a faulty appraisal, spend the money in preparing the house, get your own appraisal, then you will have some information to fight back with. Now, before the bank lends money to the buyer, the bank is going to require an appraisal, and this appraisal is working for them. Now, if you remember in the preparation, I suggested you get your own appraisal. Okay, so let's say you didn't do it, and you get an appraiser. Now, the bank can't just pick any appraiser they want. They have to pick off of a revolving list, and sometimes the appraiser is not from the area the home is in and could possibly make a mistake. And if he makes a mistake and your property comes in at a lower value than you've listed it at, first of all, the bank probably won't even lend on the property, so the deal could be dead. And the buyer, most buyers have in their office now that the property must appraise out at the price that they offered for the house. And once again, they will back out of the deal. Now, if you don't have your own appraisal, you're dead in the water. You have no defense whatsoever, because they're always going to believe the bank's appraiser, not your opinion or your CMA. You really have no information to fight them with. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is, well, what if you've done your own appraisal?